Hey folks, Jayborino here, welcome back. Continuing showcases of Maporino 2019. This is Icy Trenches, created by ragingballistaee. About the little explored world of Wotan, the Dominion fleet fight against the Zerg swarm. As the fighting goes, an escape transport crash lands on the surface. There, the survivors will encounter the natives. As the survivors, you must cooperate with the locals and send a signal in order to escape. Alright. I want to point out, this is the last solo submission that I'm recording, so this may be the last showcase video that is being released, though I really can't say because I have not recorded all the co-op submissions yet with Deltron, so I can't say that this will be the last video or not. It might be, though. All right, onwards. Well, that's it for this ship. All right, then. First, we must scout the area and... Gunshots. Dwarves. Who are they? Oi, who are you? I'm in command of these soldiers and we've crash landed. We're fortunate that they can speak English. Oh, a giant burning wreck is not obvious enough for us? Anyway, since you've fallen from the sky and speak our language, could you explain why burning machinery and devilish beasts are falling from the sky? High above us, there's a huge battle going on between us and these devilish beasts. And we're losing. This world is most likely being claimed by our enemies as we speak. I want to contact the fleet in orbit and evacuate. And whatever you say is true. You're gonna leave us to die? Hey, I didn't even know that your species existed, and I'm required to evacuate my men in the scenario that we're at. Tepid pause. Alright, I'll see what I can do. Just allow us to build a radio antenna. If you aid us in our operations, you can build your radio thing. Deal. What? No questions. Here we are. We have a giant SCV. The SCV must survive. The SCV is essential in building the radio antenna. Accompany the dwarves to their fortress. You agreed to cooperate with the dwarves in exchange for a protection and a spot to build a radio antenna. Your primary concern is that you must leave. In order to evacuate, the fleet must know that you are alive, with many commas. Alright, so... Okay. And we got dwarves here that have energy. They're also very slow. Let's bump up the game speed. Well, the first thing that catches my eye is this. Units move and attack 50% slower. Buildings' work speed is reduced by 50% because they're freezing. Is there any way around that? Trenchers with a billion things. Wow, okay. Steel plating. AA missile stockpile. 7mm cannons. Anti-air rockets. So they need ammunition to fire. Spiked wheel. You have a target? Uses 1 ammo. I guess that's what the energy is. Mortar teams as well. Splash attack deals damage to nearby friendly units. Attack deals damage to nearby units upon impact. Can we heal their stuff with our single medic? Yeah, we can.
I'll take care.
So these trenchers have shields, interestingly enough. Loads, target, infantry unit, or cargo crate. Buy something in exchange for gold. The cost is 500 for neutral and 400 gold for allied marketplaces. I just realized... So we have gold and ore. Not gold and lumber and not minerals and Vespine. Sells cargo crate for 500 from neutral. Or 400 gold from allied marketplaces. Ore crates can be returned to owned marketplaces to gain their resource contents. I suppose maybe let's just go, because this seems like a lot. And I'm hopeful that we'll get some sort of pop-up tips or something that will maybe help us understand here. We didn't get any tips, did we? No. This seems like it's going to be very expansive. I see gold mines, ore mines. Okay. Again, these seem pretty strong. We can load... I mean, apparently we can load stuff in them. Let me try. No, we can't. I was going to say, maybe we could load stuff in and we can move a little faster. But the trenchers are also not freezing. Freezing effects negated. Is it because there's a little fire here? A steam hub. That's why. Freezing effects negated. Huh. Okay. Well, all sorts of little stuff happening here. I can see where we're supposed to... I think I just want to get up there, like, as soon as possible. These guys, will they join me? Because it looks like no.
This better be good.
I am so intrigued to learn more about this, but right now, obviously, there's not much we can do. I can't build or anything. Our SCV can't do anything. I just need permission to build this antenna, and then we're leaving. But it seems like there's going to be a lot happening in between. So there's random fires that, as long as we're near them, negate freezing. Our Terran units, I guess, are in suits, so they don't have to worry about being frozen. Here, buddy.
Leave me hanging. Been waiting. Say the word, baby.
We're in. I guess there's no turning back now. As if we could before. This looks better than Warcraft 3 Reforged. I'm just going to say it outright. Where is your commander? Oh, the Keeper will come. Who do we have here? The flying machine had crash-landed and wanted to get back into space. At the same time, they claim that the beasts we've been fighting recently are actually conquering our world. I'll guess that whatever you're holding is some kind of gun or a cannon, and since I don't want war with you, you can leave only if you suppress our little rebellion that's happening now. Four times "yeah" in a sentence. Where are the rebels? They're to the southeast of here. Oh, okay, it's all ours now.
What's going on?
So SCV, I guess, like, hide over here. Dwarven forces. You have control over the Dwarven forces of Eastforge. Due to their less advanced technology, many things will be different and less effective. Basic information about new mechanics can be found on the Game Mechanics page. The Game Mechanics page, I see. Interesting, so we added it here. Ore can be harvested from mines. Create one worker to gather from each ore mine and build your smeltery as close as possible. Ore mines can be harvested infinitely. Can be sold for gold to allies and neutrals. That's what we saw in the trucks. So maybe the trucks have to transport it to do it. Ore can be exchanged for gold at a marketplace. So these are interchangeable. I wonder if there's like a surcharge. Gold is provided from local markets that have tents nearby. These tents are automatically destroyed once their owner is defeated. Additional tents cannot be built. Gold can be exchanged for ore. So this sort of seems like a peripheral gather. You build a local market near tents, and that collects the gold. And then you can exchange it for ore, or you just collect the ore. All units that use a firearm require ammo in order to be used. Ammo is represented by energy. We learned that. Trenchers and munition factories can carry and distribute ammo to nearby units. There are 3 types of ammunition: bullets, explosives, and fuel. Riflemen, copters, gun cars fire bullets, mortar teams trenchers, turrets, and the copter abilities use explosives, and flamethrower turrets use fuel. Outside the confines of the fort, and units and structures will freeze, lowering their operational speed by 50%. Steam hubs allow for units to operate at maximum efficiency within a greater radius. placed at critical locations can be vital to the war effort. So we want to make sure we have those where we need. This looks expansive, though. Copters require fuel in order to fly. Without fuel, copters will crash. Can refuel within a smaller radius of a steam hub. Copters must land in order to do so. In addition, while landed, copters can be repaired and rearmed from trenchers and munition factories. Yikes. Okay.
What, do you have a target?
I have access to all of this. So this is where we can build more stuff. Trenchers, gun cars. Here are the gun cars. Fire on the move, I like. A lot of ammunition. Here's our local market. Each nearby tent provides 1 gold every 20 seconds. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 9 gold every 20 seconds. Okay.
All right, who wants some?
Workers automatically on auto repair. Smeltery. I see mines all over the place. Here's a smeltery. So I saw the 0 of 1. So let's just get a worker on there. The smeltery may or may not provide heat. I'm glad that they don't lose HP while they're running through. I'm most intrigued by these giant things and how these are going to work. So training camp, we can get riflemen, mortar teams, workers. So how do we rearm things? That's what I'd like to figure out. Marketplace. Okay, cool. So we can just exchange these outright for virtually... There's no surcharge. Great. Packages 300 ore in a crate, so it can be carried by trenchers. Why would we want to package ore? I guess, well, we can already exchange it. Oh, we can sell it to allies and neutrals. So I think it's more effective if we sell the ore in a package, I think. Right, because if we say sell cargo, sells a cargo crate for 500. So in theory, we can make a profit if we box up the ore and then go sell it somewhere. But I'm going to hope that maybe we just don't even have to worry about that. I see. So what we would do here... Yeah, so we can build the local markets. We build next to the tents. And then we build a smeltery. And then you get mining. So we'll get gold income there. You get mining. Got another one of these. You get mining. We might as well just start harvesting. It seems extensive. Very extensive, but I'm very intrigued. This is so cool. The build structure is S, which conflicts with stop, so that needs to be updated. So we make a local market here, and then we put you into the smeltery. Ammo crates. So, okay, so I gotta test something. I'm just gonna, like, kill some stuff. I want to attack some. I can always repair them, I suppose. What if we come up here and we attack this? Okay, it's used ammunition. Can I just send it to the ammo crate and it will reload? No. Can I load up an ammo crate? Yes. And then the trencher... As long it's... Okay, it distributes ammo to nearby units that can use it. So you have to get these ammo crates into trenchers and then cart them around to refill stuff. Whew. I'll be honest, my first thought is that seems really tedious. But is extremely interesting. I think the next step is to gather up all my units and start spreading out my workers to build local markets wherever there are tents. So here are our copters. I guess they're technically landed right now.
What do you need?
Got to keep these guys alive. So here are munitions factories. I'm gonna guess we have to manufacture all the ammo, load them into the trenchers. So we need like a supply line. What would be nice is if there was like a load up the supply crate, got it, and there's some sort of auto detection to say once the crate that's loaded inside the trencher is empty, auto send it back to a munitions factory. that has munitions in it. This is extremely interesting, though, let me say.
Yes, my lord.
So, how fast do we get ore? Very slowly. So I think we want to try to set up our income as best as possible.
Forward.
This is kind of fascinating.
What is it?
I'm trying to get this guy down here. I'm going to build another local market. Because we can trade gold for, we can trade gold for ore. So if we're short on ore, that shouldn't be a problem.
Yes, my lord.
Okay, I see another ore mine out here. So I keep hitting B instinctively, but I just need to click it. Smeltery.
All right.
More out there as well.
Forward.
You get mining. Where can I build more workers? Okay. Again, very intriguing. So if I
Ready to work.
can I right click on on this? No, I need to unload the crates on the ground
Ready to work.
and pick them up. Oh my. Oh dear. So we just need, basically before we do anything, we need to make sure that we have a bunch of trenchers loaded up with a bunch of shit. Huh. Get out the way. These, I think maybe these are just a little too big. Everything's very cramped, which is a bit of a problem. I think I have more than enough trenchers loaded up at this point. All right.
I'm your shooter.
So I think I'm gonna grab. So where am I going? First of all, I want to get my economy as built up as possible.
That's a negatory. It's blocked.
So we want to go smelter here. There might be Zerg down there, so I got to be careful. Then another one
Off I go.
down here.
Right.
Again, the more resources we can get set up early, the better, I think. There's also a bunch of places to build local markets. And if we keep a bunch of ammunition in stock here, we can always come back and very quickly load up the trenchers. This is fascinating. This is extremely extensive, and I feel a bit overwhelmed, but not to the point where I don't want to play it, if that makes sense. I'm very intrigued and want to keep this up. Hello, Eastern Powderland. You guys are all friends with me, so where is the group that actually hates me, first of all? To the southeast, so down here, perhaps? Or over here? So there's no, it doesn't seem like there's any sort of supply cap. So let's
Ready to work.
just keep making workers and get these local markets set up.
Yes, my lord.
Did this guy never make it? I don't think so.
In the rear. Forward. All right. Right.
All right, you coming up here. We're going to build this smeltery.
Off I go then.
Can he make it?
Righto.
He's trapped
Lord.
somehow?
What
It's
is
because of
it?
this guy? Why are these two trapped?
Off I go then. All right.
All right, they're fine now. That's fine. So, smeltery here.
Yes, my lord. What is it? All right.
Smeltery over here.
Off I go then.
Yellow seems to be our ally, so I just want to antagonize him, and all's well. Is this done?
What? All right.
Might just be a visual bug. Yeah, okay, he's able to return. That's fine with me.
Where do you want us?
Okay, so
Forward. Righto.
Steel Hill up there. Again, I don't want to interfere with any of their stuff, so...
Yes, my lord.
Worker, why don't you just go and look and see what you can find? We're looking for a rebellion somewhere.
Give me something to do.
So I want to get all my trenchers hotkeyed. They do good damage, too. It's more that I just want to ensure that I can have them close to the front line. All right, so that's where we're going. So trenchers, get on up here. Steel Hill, you're not you're not even utilizing the mines. Let's go. See, like, this one's done. It's minus 1 HP. That's a little odd, but not really concerning to me. Oh, you know what? It's because they're cold.
Bad news?
More work?
At least I think so.
Off I go then. Yes, my lord. All right.
Oh, and then these all can't get through because there's other stuff blocking them. The big vehicles, I think, should get push priority. I could bring my units. I mean, the whole idea here was that I'm supposed to be supporting my allies, right? Okay, so these should all auto-distribute ammunition.
Yes, my lord.
So what if we come up here and we build a...
Need to work.
Oh, it's an observation post. A steam hub. Right up here.
Righto.
So these things, we basically just want to keep in the back. And then they'll distribute ammunition accordingly. And then we've got a good amount of units here. I can bring my Terrans. You know, the whole point is getting them off-world, so we want to maybe try to keep them alive.
What? All right. Off I
Can we
go
put multi...
then.
Oh my gosh, that's going to take forever.
What is it? Yes, my lord.
Let's get a guy down here. Alright, I mean, I've got pretty good income as far as I can tell. It's just interesting because it seems like I have allies here who aren't really doing anything. I mean, we're not getting attacked or anything, so I suspect that this beginning section is like a, you know, learn how to play section. And I'm fine with that. So let's just gather everything. I could F2 it. Let's F2 it and see if units, you know, can figure out their way up here. Oh my god, well... There was another entrance there. Got a spot for a local market there.
Yes, my lord.
Yeah, you can't build
Go then. All right. Yes,
on top of each other. I could get another steam hub here,
all right.
because like when we're right here, we're not chilled.
Righto. Yes, my lord.
Right, we want to be somewhere where we're warm enough that we can build another steam hub.
Righto.
It is noticeably faster.
By the numbers.
I mean, our normal Terran units are also much faster. Just one thing to keep in mind.
Yes, sir.
So I think, I mean, I think I'm harvesting pretty effectively from everywhere possible. I just want to check up here.
Roger that.
I mean, the Zerg are going to be bearing down on us at any moment as well, right? So I realize I've taken a really long time to get started here, but again, this is just so interesting. And I want to ensure that I'm understanding everything before I do anything hasty. So we could utilize the high ground up here, but like, who dares wins? We're just going to bomb directly into this base, right? So all of you come. We're gonna bring our trenchers as well, because they seem like they do good damage. I wonder if they can reinforce, or if they can resupply themselves.
You gonna give me orders?
All right, so this is gonna be a bloodbath, as far as I can tell. Absolute bloodbath.
That's fine.
And it might be a good idea to bring our Terran units, because they have, as far as I can tell, they have infinite ammo.
By the numbers, boys. Sure.
I don't think the trenches are going to fit through here. I can keep trying.
Been waiting on it. 10 more. Can't wait.
Oh yeah, look at the Terrans. They're able to bomb, just absolutely bomb through here. Let's see if we can get to fit the trenchers through here. Move all the way in. Our Terran units are essentially all heroes because of how much damage they can do comparatively. So I gotta move in and start rearming, which should happen automatically. Good night, sweet prince. I will immediately take these ore mines.
You gonna give me orders?
And yep, okay, so our stuff is properly being rearmed. These are done.
Easy. Yes, my lord. All right.
I've got an idle worker somewhere, and I'm always confused on where he is.
Off I go then.
There he is. All right, come on down here. We're going to take this. I'm also going to make a steam hub kind of close by. The steam hub radius is very small.
Yes, my lord.
That's the only thing. Let's just get some extra workers down here. We can take these ore facilities.
Better be good.
See, do we want to be destroying the tents?
Been waiting.
That doesn't seem smart.
Ready to work.
So yes, we do have an explosive one. Huh.
By the numbers.
This it's so different and very interesting, without a doubt. So we want to build not a steam hub. Well, yeah, we probably want steam hubs down here too. Smeltery here. Smeltery here.
Off I go then. All right.
It is done.
Armed and ready.
Okay, I'll report to the keeper. You can build your antenna. Ammunition's looking good. We got plenty of resources for whatever's coming next. With the scavenged communication equipment, I can create a new functional antenna that can send a signal, strong enough to pass through the storm and contact the fleet. No need to explain yourself. The earlier we begin, the earlier we can escape. What about the dwarves? Fuck the dwarves. We're not here to rescue an alien species. Agreed. Will there be any difficulties? No, sir. Good. For the time being, we should keep a close eye on these dwarves. Should they pose a threat, eliminate them. Yes, sir. Our soldiers are getting nervous of our guests, and rightfully so. I understand. They're formidable. We cannot kill them without heavy casualties. Unless we use heavier firepower or run them over with our trenchers. That radio thing. I wonder if it will prove dangerous in some way. I have strong doubts of it being a weapon. Just think about it. They are, after all, in terrible condition. And they're the only survivors from their machine. Other aliens from other machines were not fortunate enough. Keeper. Keeper. You look worried. What's wrong? A messenger from Iron Keg Fortress. He brings horrifying news. Iron Keg? Where is he? Just outside the entrance. Well, what do you have to say, messenger? They are coming. Whoa, take a deep breath and explain yourself. Oh, jeez. We're being overrun in the west. The beasts, they're too many and too powerful to handle. They clearly are a greater threat than anything. Thus, we want to form an alliance with you. I don't know. Return all of our mines that we had to the northwest before the war and build a steam hub there. For the time being, give us half of our mines to the northwest, and then we will cooperate. I will help. After this is over, we will decide what will happen with our disputes. I mean, what is the real outcome here? This just seems like we'll get more money and a steam hub. But I don't think I really need money in the long run. I think I'm fine. give us half of our mines to the northwest, and then we will... I think... Let's take the Paragon route and just say we will help, no questions asked, and then we'll figure out later what we're doing. I will help. After this is over, we'll decide what will happen with our disputes. Thank goodness. I return to our fortress now. I feel like I just handicapped myself. But who knows what would have happened if we demanded the mines back anyway. Good riddance.
This better be good.
Okay.
What's going on?
It's being built. Oh, jeez. Those beasts are coming and destroying everything in their path. Understood. Let's get some workers over here. If we just have to secure this. So why don't we build stuff over here accordingly?
Easy.
Steel Hill, man, you're killing me, man.
Yes, me lord.
I think we just want to make like a variety of steam hubs here, and then weapons facilities. Whoop! Look out! Damn it, the Zerg will overwhelm these dwarves. It's just a matter of time. Remember, the antenna must be protected at all costs. Okay, we're gonna steam hub it up, and we're gonna protect these entrances. Hello, please mine again.
Yes, me lord.
Were these areas available to me earlier?
Off I go then. Oh, word. What?
Because it kind of seems like, oh no, this is the new base. I had set up the new smelters.
Right. Off I go then.
So we got ammunition, we got a bunch of guys. Let's hotkey our production. And then I think just start making riflemen. Mortar to just start making stuff, mostly riflemen. Oh, please, overlay, please go away. Thank you, Discord overlay. Sometimes you're just the worst. Gun cars sound great. Trenchers. Expensive. Okay, so munitions factories require tons and tons of ore in order to make stuff. So let's load up a little bit. Then we can always load up trenchers later.
All right, who wants some?
Can we sell like half-used explosive crates? Do you think? That would be interesting.
Let's get to
I'm right by a fire. You'd think that would count for something, but I don't think it does.
Our allies are being
Okay,
colonized. Base is under attack.
munitions factories. So this is 2100 seconds. That's in-game seconds, so it'll go faster. But that's like 35 minutes. It's pretty significant. So we're allied with everybody now? The question is, are they smart enough to resupply themselves? Because I kind of doubt it. Maybe if we just send them trenchers with ammunition, they'll reload themselves. It's possible, and worth the shot. My concern is that they're not going to be able to... My primary concern is they're not going to be able to figure out how to... You know what? Just destroy this marketplace. I can build another one. My trenchers aren't going to be able to fit. When you're done with that, make a marketplace here. I'm making basically a fallback position. It looks like they're going to reinforce themselves for a while. Okay, these aren't stuck, thankfully. So let's start loading up. Explosive crates, I think, probably for the cannon towers. So where are they attacking? Down here? And up here. What I could do is make multiple deliveries and just drop off crates of ammunition and then make several back and forth
Our
deliveries.
allies are being attacked.
Okay, up here as well. If I can get trenchers up here, I will, because again, these guys are going to need resupplied. And I don't know if they're going to be smart enough to do it themselves. They're smart enough to repair. Green's going to have a problem. That's for sure. If we can get trenchers through here to help them, then we'll be in better shape. But I'm doubtful that our trenchers are going to be able to fit. All right. So again, we got a long way to go. And what I would like to really do is just set up as much as possible here. We're going to stockpile as much money as we can as well. That's being harvested. This one's not. Get going, buddy. Ore is going to be the major thing.
Yes, my lord.
And then I've got units. I could send them up here. Is like it's going to be the more pressing threat.
Our allies.
If we can get up here, that would be ideal, but I don't know if we're going to be able to get up there to support them. Did my trenchers make it up here? Did my trenchers make it down here? Yes, but they can't get through. I'm trying to get through to help, buddy, but I can't get my ammunition cars up here. I'd like to help you, but I just can't get in here to resupply you. I think these guys are being rearmed to an extent, and I think their munitions factories are rearming them. So at least we have some trenchers here that can help them out, and if anything, maybe we just want to make mortar teams and then just rearm our own mortar teams. So like these guys, we're going to rally down. Actually, we're going to rally up here. Mortar teams seem like they're going to be our main jam. Maybe I can steal from the steel hill? I'm not sure. Yeah, see, this is a problem.
Our allies base are being attacked.
This seems worse.
Our allies base is under attack.
They're definitely going to get broken through eventually. The best we can do is just stockpile as much as possible and then maybe just fall back to this area later. Can be retrofitted to become a flame tower. So we can make a cluster of towers here. It's going to take a long time, but that's okay. We got a long time to spare. See, I'm taking their income. I can take our allies' income. It's fine with me. And our allies are resupplying, so I assume this is going to heat up significantly, but for now, I'm actually very grateful for how this started, because this could have been so much worse at the very beginning,
Our allies.
with like enemy attacks and trying to like figure out what the heck to do.
Our allies are being attacked.
I've got some mortar teams helping out, but I can't resupply them. The Zerg are definitely going to make progress every time they attack, without a doubt. There's no way that they're not. Yeah, they do. Yeah, the trenchers resupply themselves. Not workers, riflemen. Keeper of East Forge, we want to contribute more to the war effort. We offer our mines to the west of you. Will you accept? You too need more resources. Yeah, we'll gain one of the 3 mines. We don't need them. Western, suit yourself. Eastern, Steel Hill, Iron Cake. Who just offered? Wasn't it Steel Hill? Yeah. So this guy offered them. It's true though. I don't need them.
Our allies base. Our allies.
Most of these aren't even using their own mines, but that might just have to do with like how many resources we get versus how much our allies will help us,
Forces are under attack.
given the circumstances. A big part of this is just how well are we going to be able to stay resupplied. At least that's what I suspect. The first one was maybe built? A little confused. I think it was built. I can also move these guys. We're already like a third there. That's really not bad. We're like exactly a third there. That's good estimation on my part, if I do say so myself. So, you know what we can do with the turrets is build a munitions factory right by them,
Yes, my lord.
and make these all flame turrets. So that's one way to start. And then we do the same thing on the other side. The attacks are coming frequently enough that again the dwarves' front lines will crumble. It doesn't seem like the attacks are getting worse though. As long as we're again keeping them relatively well supplied, they'll be able to hold out longer than they otherwise could. And I can make some workers to get down there to help repair their towers. I've got resources to spare. We also have these copters. And groups of gun... So, like, I'm basically waiting for an opportunity to send this stuff up to wherever they need to go.
Ready to work. Ready to work.
I think gold is going to be the issue over time.
Ready to work. Ready to work.
Let's maybe start stealing some of these.
Off I go then.
Oh, no, see, now they're building stuff.
Ready to work. Ready to work.
It's like our allies come on the line over time. They've got a local market here. Let's make one here.
All right.
My only hope, again, is that the dwarves can just delay long enough to make this work. Really, I think this comes down to space and especially the size of the trenchers. They can't really navigate through this stuff, and I wish they could navigate through it a little bit better. The top is definitely going to be the worst, and I feel bad because the western powderland is going to get smoked the fastest.
Are being attacked.
And I feel like there's really not much I could do about it.
Being attacked.
But these guys are doing pretty good for themselves.
Our allies' base
See, and then we
is
go
under attack.
flamer fuel, and then we retrofit these to be fuel towers.
Our allies' base is under attack.
Yes, me lord. All right.
And then this guy's on auto repair. They're rebuilding their towers.
What is it? Yes, what is it? More work.
Solid stuff.
Yes, me lord.
Okay, and then we're going to send you down here.
Off I go then.
I'm going to make another steam hub even closer.
Righto.
And we're just going to go flamer fuel. You basically have to start... You have to start from the position of making
Our allies are being attacked.
flamer fuel
Our allies are
and
being
having a
attacked.
steam hub so that you can be
Forces are under
warm
attack.
enough
Your
to build
forces
stuff
are under
here.
attack.
Again, so like this is going to be flamer fuel and flamer fuel.
Our allies' base is
And then we're going to turn these all into flamethrower turrets, which arguably will be better.
Our allies'
Better
forces
versus
are
light.
under attack. Your forces
So we go flame fuel and explosives, right, to resupply the turrets, and then we just make more turrets. And we're warm inside this base, so we can build turrets quickly here, because this is the other entrance that they're going to get to us from. And they're likely to get through here first, because this area is going to go down. I have money, but not enough, I think, to just spam units. This is no good. What do I have that can attack air? Gyrocopters, I presume. Get up there, buddies. What's your fuel situation like?
I can't build here.
It's the shields. All right. I mean, really, it's just the mutalisks that are going to cause me problems. Well, okay, a lot of stuff's going to cause me problems here. But yeah, the dwarves are going to very slowly get pushed back, and there's not much we can do about it. Oh, geez. These things are not going to be able to stand up against mutalisks. I mean, they did their best for us, but what do we have that's better against air?
Our allies are being attacked.
Air superiority, my ass. Gotta make a big group of them, I guess.
Allies' base is
We're gonna move up to yellow. Actually, we're gonna move up to green and just spam units up here to help them hold out. Trenchers, run! No, not you too! No, I had you loaded! Anti-air is definitely a big problem.
What is it?
Okay. I can make a ton of trenchers as well.
Our allies are being attacked. Our allies' base is under attack.
Yes, me lord.
Alright, we're just gonna
Forces are under
wall
attack.
this off with turrets, even though they're gonna be able to get through these turrets. We're halfway?
Our allies are being attacked.
A little over halfway?
Our allies are being
I'd be lying if I said I wasn't nervous. This is gonna get really dicey, especially as they push into our base here. So I think the best I can do is basically assume yellow and green are done, and just make a shit ton of stuff here. And I don't have to worry about trenchers because I have this stuff here. And I think we want to do mostly mortar teams and turrets. And I need a large group of gyrocopters to push back against against these guys. We can make gun cars. They're lighter on gold.
Being attacked. Our allies' base is under attack.
Mow them down. Mow them down. Oh, these mutalisks, man. Blue's starting to go down here, and they're going to make their way down in this way.
Our allies' base.
Light Blue's got a solid group here, too. A lot of our outmost income's going to go down over time. And this is mostly just about making sure that we have ammunition in places that we might need it for later.
Under attack. Our allies' base is under attack.
All right, who wants some?
Alright. Alright. This stuff's being built.
Our allies are being attacked.
Random workers, we're going to start moving you so that we can probably build more munition dumps.
Our allies' base.
Observation post provides vision over a target area is pretty cool, actually. Just build more munitions factories. As long as we can resupply, we should be mostly okay.
Our allies are being attacked.
It's a generous estimation for me to make, but, you know. Again, gold is going to be the long-term issue. I can start trading some at my market.
Your forces are under attack. Our allies are being attacked.
It's here. No, it's not. I built one, didn't I? Here it is.
Our allies are being
Ore for gold. Unfortunately, there's just nothing I can do about these mutalisks. I can have a large group of gyrocopters move in and try to take them down. I think that's what we've got to do. And then we're just going to make more gyrocopters.
Our allies are being attacked.
Just have a big group of them that we can snipe the mutalisks with.
Our allies' base is under attack.
Are these mine? No, they're not. Okay.
Our allies' base are being attacked.
I'll play. Blue's getting roasted. 13 out of 21.
Our allies' base is under
This works. We're just gonna have to resupply them.
Allies' base is under attack.
Steam. I need a place to get my
Our allies are being attacked.
my fuel back.
Our allies' base is your forces are under attack. Our allies are being attacked.
Okay, land. Get some fuel back. Resupply.
Our allies' base is under attack.
That's cool. That works.
Are being attacked. Our allies' base is under attack.
No
Our
easy way
allies-
to group out.
Where to? Where do you
Green's got a little choke here, so I think he might be okay, and he's giving me ammunition. Blue, on the other hand, is in trouble.
Oh, it's you.
Let's go take this thing out, and I'm gonna start rallying forces down to help Blue. They're getting hit from multiple sides, unfortunately. Big thing, though, is if Blue can provide me with ammunition, then I can help him.
Are being attacked.
I should have helped Blue more. Or for gold is what we
Our
want,
allies'
right?
base are being base is under attack.
Carpet bomb. It worked! Yeah, those are pretty good. Let's get down here.
Allies' base is under attack.
Whew, wow, our allies just got cleaned up real fast. Blue's had a seemingly huge base that just got absolutely cleaned up.
Attacked. Your forces are under attack.
Alright, is there anywhere to land to get steam over here?
Under attack.
Roger, we'll go.
I'm not ready at the bottom here, unfortunately. I need more munition dumps down here.
Our allies' base. Our allies are being attacked. Our allies
And get these stocked up.
is under attack.
I can't build here.
Gun cars, please. Mortar teams, and we're just gonna hole up in our middle base and hope that it goes okay. Can I close the gate?
Our allies' base is your forces. Base.
I don't think that's really gonna matter in the long run, but you know.
Your forces are under attack.
All right, who wants some?
Yeah, they're getting close to our door here.
Being attacked. Our allies' base is under attack. Base is under attack.
It's gonna be gold. Okay, let's land these things somewhere where they can refuel.
Your forces are under attack. Our allies are being attacked. Base
How long on this?
is under attack.
It's gonna be very close. Oh, goodness. Oh, I'm nervous. Iron Keg is here to help. Back up. Stay inside the walls.
Are being attacked. Your forces are under attack.
Goddamn right I'm gonna close that gate.
Our allies' base is under attack.
I got a lot of gun cars and mortar teams, I think is the key here. We're gonna run out of income. That you could kind of cheese this by simply having, like, just stockpiling a ton of money over time.
Our allies' forces are under attack. Base is under attack. Your forces.
So maybe taking those mines would have been the smart choice, in retrospect. These actually do a good amount of damage to ground units.
Your forces are under attack.
All right.
Base is under attack.
We need
Base
more
is
gold.
Our allies' base is under attack.
Oh, geez, they're already coming through here.
Our allies are being attacked.
It's not good, boys. 17.
Our allies are being attacked.
I hate it.
By the numbers, boys. You got it.
Base is
I've
under
got my
attack.
middle base just really locked up, but I just don't think I'm gonna have
Our
enough.
allies are being attacked.
Why can this not be built, do you think?
Our allies' base is under attack.
Close the gates.
What? Off I go then.
Brown!
Forces are under
Brown can
attack.
possibly protect
Our
me for a
allies
while.
are being attacked. Base is under attack. Your forces are under attack. Base is under attack.
It's goddamn right I can repair this. It's really low range on these towers, unfortunately. Stay out of here. You know, let them... Let's quick save.
Base is our allies' base is under attack.
Okay, I've got a good group of gyrocopters here, so if I need, I can snipe mutalisks on their way in. Let's go take care of these.
Base is under attack.
Oh, turn and fight here.
Our allies are being attacked.
Ugh. Ugh.
Base.
We've
is
made
our
it so
allies
far.
Are being attacked. Your forces are under attack. Our allies are being attacked.
I gotta move to maybe one of these areas back here for my gyrocopters, and I probably need more gyrocopters.
Your forces are under attack. Our allies
Oh, they're coming through now. I just don't have enough money to really do much else, so that's the problem. I think we're fine in terms of ammunition.
Our allies are being attacked.
Rotate.
Our allies' base is under attack.
Gun car, that's all we can afford. Ugh. Repairing's just gonna take my resources away. That's blocked. How's Brown doing? This area's gotta go for Brown first before they come down to us.
Are being attacked.
So the bottom is probably in more danger than the top here. Don't speak to me, Siri. This is very important right now. Oh. Come on, baby.
Our allies' base.
I'll quick save it, because if it comes down to the last second, I might be able to pull something out.
Our allies are being attacked.
And we're basically just abandoning the dwarves to die. Oh yeah, I definitely should have taken those,
Our allies'
I should have taken those freebies. The freebie mines, without a doubt. I guess let's come up here and see if we can maybe kill this thing.
is under attack.
Help them kill the mutalisks. Another wave down.
Let's get to fighting.
All of our income's gone though, so we're not gonna be able to survive. Let's
Our allies are being attacked.
or for gold,
Our allies' base is under attack.
mortar teams. We just gotta clump up and hope for the
Base
best.
is under attack.
We're getting rearmed.
Our allies are being attacked. Our allies' base. Our allies
Goddamn
are
right.
attacked.
It's goddamn right, gyrocopters. Get back to base.
What? Over there?
I hear things repairing. Come over here and repair my gyrocopters. How about that? How much do gyrocopters cost? I can't get more. I need to keep... 4 for gold. I should just hotkey that. And then... Uh-oh. It's not looking good. We got mutalisks in the base. How much longer? Oh, we're gonna make it! Oh, if I would have known to plan for the mutalisks earlier, this would have been okay, but didn't do it. Come on, buddy. 5 seconds. Sir, I finished the antenna. Contacting the fleet now. Absolutely fascinating map, by the way. Let's go. Contact the fleet. Calling flagship the Leviathan. Repeat. Calling flagship Leviathan. Requesting evac.
Base is under attack.
Any flippin' minute now, dog. To anyone hearing this message, I repeat, we are requesting evac. I feel like I was lied to. Anybody?
Base is under attack.
Your own now. Explosion. Oh, gosh. Fuck. We're not getting out of here.
Base is under attack.
Might as well go down in a blaze of glory.
Base is under attack.
Glory that no one will know. Fight to the last unit. Defeat. With the fleet destroyed, you're now stuck. In order to finish the map, the enemy must destroy all your training camps, vehicle factories, munition factories, and smelters.
Base is under
Well, they're about to. So honestly, the timing worked out pretty well. Well, that's just depressing. Get in there. Kill this mutalisk. All right, there we go. After all that. This map was fascinating. Again, it was a lot to take in, and I think that a lot needs to be... Like, the terrain looks pretty good. There were some visual glitches, like down here, for example, when we were trying to upgrade the towers. There was some weird glitchiness. It's defeated. But otherwise, like, I think the concept here is awesome. Like, the resupply concept is really interesting. I'd love to see more. I like what the munition factory does, that they actually drop all their stuff, which is kind of cool. Alright, we've done it. I wonder if there was a victory condition somehow. By the end of the day, the Dominion fleet retreated with heavy casualties. On the surface, the Zerg eradicated the dwarves. In the end, Wotan fuels the Zerg war effort with great quantities of resources and serve as testing grounds for new munitions. There is nothing to avert this scenario. This is... I gotta check in the editor after this to see if maybe there was another way to end this. If there was any way to get a victory trigger. The whole... I mean, the ammunition the idea of ammunition and heat was really, really interesting. It adds a layer, for sure, to, like, a logistical network. I think the building, even in the cold, might have been a little too slow, or maybe at least have the steam factories cover a wider area. You could have them resupply the gyrocopters in a small area, but the heat area maybe should be larger, because otherwise leapfrogging them takes way too long. The resupply concept, again, you can build the munitions factories for defensive lines, but if you want to go on the offense, you need the trenchers. That was really, really interesting. I think there were some things on the map that could be, polished up to help better showcase it. Again, there were a lot of pathing issues because there were really tight spaces. I couldn't really support my allies if I wanted to. You could thin out the allied bases and make the enemy attacks a little smaller. That might facilitate me, or the player rather, helping their outlying allied bases. But also, making parity so that the allies don't have as much to hold out against in the first place. But then that allows me to get up there and help them. I will say that the timing of the enemies attacking through the bases worked really well. Like we held on to the last moment, and I suspect that was tested so that it did come down to that very last little bit. I mean, I chose all the nice things in terms of like, oh, the dwarves will help each other, but I don't know. I don't know if there's any way to trigger a victory or not. Again, just really, I don't know what else to say. I'd love to hear people's thoughts in the comments. This is an idea, I've said this on a number of maps, but I'd love to see this extrapolated into other ways. This was a really cool, interesting introduction to it, and it's kind of sparked my curiosity. So, yeah, very nice. Again, this might be the last Maporino map, depending on when we record the co-op. If we've recorded the co-op submissions before this video goes out, this will be the last one. Otherwise, maybe there'll be one more co-op submission video after this. But if this is the last one, let me just say thank you so much, everyone, for submitting. I will release a little retrospective video after this, like I did. I didn't do it in 2018, but I think I'll do it again in 2017, where I very briefly and concisely revisit the list and just give my final thoughts, kind of looking back. Because sometimes when you play the map, and right after playing the map, everything's still fresh, not everything's settled, and I may have thought of some things to better convey my thoughts. So I'll go through the list and kind of describe what I thought was, the best parts of the maps, what could be improved, but mostly just kind of, what I liked about each one, and that's going to be primarily, what